How's it going, people? It's Devon once again, bringing you another daily dose of insight and motivation. I had to jump back on right here because I just got off a great phone call and I felt very inspired. And it reminded me of, my goals, my dreams, the things that I'm doing in life. And it came up, who are you doing this for? Who are you doing this for? Right? If you're watching this right now and you are trying to make a change, right? And let's get that out of our vocabulary because we're not trying, we're doing, right? So you're making this change, you're thinking differently, right? You're aligning your thoughts with the best version of yourself. You're speaking the same language that they would speak. You're moving and acting in the ways that, the best version of yourself would act. But what's the reason, right? Because we have to have a compelling future to really get us to move and make the right decisions that are going to lead us towards the reality that we're creating. So the reason why people don't often achieve the success or the things that they intend and set out to accomplish is because they don't have a strong enough compelling future, right? Their compelling future is not compulsive enough. It doesn't pull them as strongly as someone else. So what can we do about this, right? We can just decide to create a stronger, compelling future, create a stronger reason to level yourself up, to use your skills to create and manifest, this life that you're imagining, that you're visualizing, this life, the best version, the best scenario, the best outcome for yourself. And why do I say this? Who are you doing this for? Because that can add to your compelling future, right? Your compelling future is to be, XYZ, to do XYZ, and to have XYZ. Well, is it purely just for yourself, right? And that's totally okay. A lot of people have created a compelling futures just based on their, internal determination and motivation to be, do, or have, and that is enough to drive them. And a lot of times you see that from people that have been in the lowest of low states ever. The person who is homeless, or the person who has just gone through so many trials and tribulations that they reach a sort of breakthrough moment where they say no more, right? No freaking more. And I'm changing my life. Like, this is not my destiny, right? My current situation is not my final destination. And they move on and they move forward, right? But maybe you don't want to wait for a crisis to happen in your life to move on and move forward, towards the best version of yourself. Maybe you just want to improve some areas, certain aspects of your life, right? So what do we need to do? We need to create a very strong, compelling future, something that will pull you towards it, something that will make you say, well, man, I need to make that video today. Man, I need to write that blog post. Man, I need to post on social media. I need to do this. I need to reach out to this person. I need to make that phone call. I need to do that, right? And so, who are you doing this for? Are you doing this for yourself? Are you doing this for a loved one? Or maybe, and I definitely align with this. I have a vision of some people that have been just instrumental in my life, that have helped me in more ways than one. I'm already, look, my state has already changed. I'm already smiling because I'm the feelings are coming up. I'm thinking about it. And I see us in my compelling future living the life that we want to live, doing the things that we want to do, having the things that we want to have, driving the fast cars, traveling the world, entertaining people, changing people's lives. Like, it's amazing. My compelling future is amazing. It's amazing. Why would I not want to align my ideas, my thoughts, when I'm speaking, and my being, my body, how I'm moving, my actions with this future, right? This future version of myself. And it gets really exciting when you have a compelling future because you then can remind yourself that, hey, when I'm in this state, when I'm moving in this energy, when I'm doing what I need to do, when I'm thinking these ideas, when I'm speaking, these affirmations, or when I'm taking that action step every day that is getting you closer and aligning you more with the reality that you're creating, you get excited because it's like I'm moving closer. I'm on the way. And we could flip that and say you're not necessarily on the way. Like, you already are that person that you wish to be. You already are. You should already be doing the things, in either micro or macro scale of that person. And you should already, see yourself having whatever it is that you want to have. Because if you're coming from a place of I want that, then you're coming from a place of lack that says I don't want that, instead of thinking from it, right? Thinking from it. And when you think from it, right, you want a car, you're not going to say, man, I wish that car, man, that car is so nice, man, I really want that. No, when you think from it, you're already in the car, you're already driving it. And you're not saying I want it because you have it. You're saying thank you. Your thoughts, your ideas are very different. And I hope you guys understand this idea. I'm gonna make another video about alignment, because that's gonna be fire. Watch. But a compelling future, right? And it's so exciting, because you get that idea in your mind. This is my compelling future. This is what I'm working towards, and you just stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. Stay in alignment. Continue to remind yourself. And if you don't feel that internal, motivation or determination to continue the path, right? You need a stronger, compelling future. You just need to add more voltage to it, And maybe, just maybe, a way that you can do that for yourself is by taking, you out of it and try to look from a higher perspective, it doesn't always have to be about what can I create and what can I do for myself. You can, decide to think from the perspective of what can I do and what can I create for my loved ones, for, the people that love me, my friends. Higher perspective, my community, right? Higher perspective, the state, the country that I live in. Higher perspective, the entire planet, right? How can I add more value? And if you have a compelling future that says, like, you're going to change the entire world, like, you are going to do things on a daily basis that person B, who doesn't have a compelling future that's that large, like, the way you guys utilize your time is going to be completely different. Because in order for you to impact and to change the world, like, you got to put some time in, That's just not going to happen overnight. And anything is possible, but the person who has that compelling future, like, in my mind, is probably making some moves, man. They probably really doing it, rather than the person who, maybe just wants to add something to their life, whether it be an aspect of health or relationships or career, lifestyle, income, right? So let me end it with this. How big are you thinking, right? How big are you thinking? Because sometimes, high achievers run into a problem where they set a goal that is just too low, right? They don't realize that their capacity is so huge. But they might have some limiting beliefs. They might have some ideas that says, well, in the past I've only done this, or maybe I can only achieve this. I'm going to set a goal for right here. But and then they achieve it. They hit it, right? But it's such an easy goal and they work so hard just to collect the low-hanging fruit, Let's think of it that way. Are your goals low-hanging fruit, right? The fruit that's easiest to grab from the tree? or are you stretching yourself, right? Are you, expanding yourself, expanding your consciousness and your ideas? Are you around people that think bigger than you, right? Are you putting yourself in uncomfortable environments to force yourself to grow? Are you putting pressure on yourself? Pressure makes diamonds. And you don't have to be the person who says, you know what, I'm gonna change my body, I'm gonna change my life, I'm going to the gym. And you go and it's day one and you spend 3 hours of busting it out, and the next day you can't even, you're too sore that you can't even move, right? Rather than person B who says, I'm going to, commit to 15 minutes daily, every single day, to working on my health. Whether that's some yoga, some mindfulness, meditation, hitting the weights, whatever it is. And we're just going to consistently do it day by day. And we're going to go that route. Like, that person always gets so much further than the person who just decides to go, crazy 350% on day one. And that is something that is not maintainable, right? Because the compound effect is very, very real. The compound effect is very real. And if you do something, even if it's short, 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, but you did that for an entire year, the person who maybe only does it for, the person who does it for 3 hours, 5 hours, but they do it once a week, or not at a consistent rate, like, you're going to be so much further ahead of them that it's not even funny. And that's because of the compound effect. So are you shooting for low-hanging fruit? This is a call to action to reevaluate your goals. Take a look at them right now. Take a look at your goals. Ask yourself, what are my top 2 goals for 2021? And take a look at your past 30 days and say, if these are my top 2 goals, maybe your first goal is that you want to free yourself from a 9 to 5. And maybe your second goal is that you want to add some type of, income to your life, a residual income. Or maybe that second goal is a health and wellness goal, right? Go back to your past 30 days, every single day, take account, and say, was I doing things? Was I thinking? Was I speaking? Was I acting in a way that would help me accomplish goal number 1? Right? Okay, well, I wasn't really thinking that way, but, I had some conversations with people that, sparked some great ideas. And I remember I did this and I did that, right? You can evaluate, you can check yourself out and do that for your 2 goals. And take a look back at your past 30 days and see if you're in alignment. And what that is going to do is that is going to give you a very powerful awareness of where you're at, where you have been, right? And then it's going to set you up for where you're going. Realize the future, right? That's why I say that. Because awareness is the true power. Once you have awareness that, okay, this is where I'm at, but my goal is, bam, I want a 6-pack. Okay, where have I been? Well, in the past 30 days recently, I haven't been eating well. I haven't been exercising. I haven't been working out. Okay, don't be down on yourself. That is great, because you're adding to your awareness. Okay, so this is where I'm at. I know where I want to be. I know where I want to go. I know my goal. This is where I have been. Okay, now what do I need to do to realize my future? Okay, I need to, drink some lemon water every single morning when I wake up, so I can cleanse my body, cleanse the toxins, the metals out of my body. I need to make sure that I get rid of this habit that wasn't helping me reach this goal. Like, awareness, man, awareness, yo. And once you come to, these levels of awareness, your life starts to change crazy. Your life starts to change crazy. You change your identity, and you change who you are at the core. And once you do that, you find that it's really easy to, be the person that you want to be, because it's coming from a deeper level of yourself, right? And I have found that to be true over the past 30 days, like nothing that I've ever really experienced before. Only thing that I could probably say is when I was very, very active in sports. Um, and I played like so many different sports: baseball, basketball, football. Uh, I ran track, right? That was my main sport. But this awareness, right? Writing these things down and tracking where you are, where you have been, and where you're going. And if you're in alignment, it's going to help you manifest your goals. It's going to help you manifest your dreams. And if you can ask yourself, okay, well, this is my goal. This is what I want to do. This is, who I want to be. This is what I want to have. Is it compelling enough for you to work towards it every day? Align yourself with that person every single day until it's yours? Is it compelling enough, right? Or do you just kind of sort of want it, right? Would it just be nice, right? You really want to get yourself to the point of like no return, like no option. This is the life I'm going to live, and that's it. Like, universe, this is what I'm declaring, nothing else. And I refuse to get to you have to be the gatekeeper of your own mind. I refuse to allow any opposite thoughts. I refuse to allow myself to speak in an opposite way. I refuse to allow myself to act or continue certain habits that are going to lead me in the opposite way of the life that I am trying to manifest. Man, get a grip on this thing right here and this way of thinking, and I'm gonna call it alignment thinking. Alignment thinking, right? I'll probably come up with a better name. But that's what it is. It's aligning yourself, your ideas, your language, and your body, your actions with the person that you want to be. And you can clearly visualize that person, and you can see, well, what would they be doing? How would they be speaking? What type of thoughts would they be having? Write it down and rehearse yourself in that role over and over and over again. Add some energy, add some more power to your compelling future. Zoom out and say, well, in the beginning I thought I wanted to do this just for myself, but now I can see that if I do this, I'll be able to maybe help some more people. I'll be able to inspire someone. I'll be able to, you know, pave a road, a path, and people can come behind me and follow the same path, and they're not going to get lost. They'll be able to find their direction. I love it. I love it. Honestly, you guys have everything inside of you already to accomplish whatever it is that you want to accomplish, to be the person you want to be, do the things you want to do, and have whatever it is that you want to have. It's right here. It's right here. And if you can create a compelling future strong enough that will make you say, no matter what, that is the life I'm going to live. No freaking matter what, right? The only other decision that you have to make is how fast, how soon do you want to live that life? Today? Tomorrow? Next week? Next year? 5 years from now? 10 years from now? Right? Elon Musk, he says, these people that have these 10-year goals, what if you change your thinking and you said, how can I accomplish this 10-year goal in 6 months? Right? Crazy, insane. And then he finishes it by saying, you know, you probably won't accomplish your 10-year goal in those 6 months. But you're going to be a hell of a lot further than the person who just accepted that it was going to take 10 years, and so they follow that 10-year pace. Rather than changing their thinking and saying, how can I accomplish this 5-year, this 10-year goal in 6 months, right? And now you have this 10-year goal that's probably you're thinking is up here, but you're bringing it, you're working with pacing to make it happen in 6 months. That's a much faster pace. You're going to be moving so much faster than the person who's already accepted that's going to be 10 years, right? And then what do I say? When you look around, you observe your external reality, and you see how the universe has rearranged things to put you in the right place at the right time, right? So has put you in a position that everything just seems to be working out for you, and you're accelerating, you're driving 100 miles per hour towards a reality, towards the future of your dreams. How awesome is that? Man, you could do it, all right? You could do it. I believe in you guys. I'm currently going through my own process right now as well too, but there's going to be some amazing bonuses and things that I'll be able to offer you guys in the coming, days and weeks. So stay tuned for that. I'm not 100% sure if it's going to be like some type of a coaching course, to either feel more confidence, because that's what a lot of this comes down to is, how confident are you? What is your self-belief, right? And just manifesting your dreams, man. Like, how do we get from where we are now to where we want to be? Like, how do we really make it happen? I can teach you guys how to do that, as I am, going through it and doing it for myself. And even these very high successful celebrities, they're not stagnant. They don't want to stay where they're at. They want to get even further, right? They're not okay with being number 2. So if you're already thinking that way, hopefully I can add some value to you and help turn your 1 year, your 3, your 5, your 10-year goals into something that you could accomplish in months. And change your life. So I love you guys. As I always say, continue to realize where you are now. Realize where you have been. And now realize the future. Look, she just wanna realize the future. Realize the future. Realize the future. I'm gonna realize the future. Realize the future. Realize the future. She just wanna realize the future. Realize the future. Realize the future. Everybody realize the future. Realize the future. Realize the future. Yeah, it's a dedication. We gon' have a real celebration. Look, moms, I knew if I would just stay patient, I would go and get it, I would make it, yeah.